Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Okay, this is going to be a little nerve-wracking for me because this is essentially what I've been wanting to do for a while, because this is the only thing that I have that nobody else does. Everybody else has absolute talent and knowledge when it comes to makeup and beauty and whatnot. And as much as I love it, I don't have the talent. I don't know how to make things work very well because I don't understand the color wheel. I haven't had the education, etc., etc., etc. But what do I have that a lot of you don't have? I am French. I am hoping that I can help people in I guess not, because I can't pronounce it myself. I hope I can help anybody who's interested pronounce names and words properly in French. That is my goal. As long as it doesn't offend anybody, that is my hope. And if anybody out there has a name or a word that they don't know how to pronounce and want to know, let me know in the comments. I'll do a list of everything and I'll send it out there into the internets. So before I continue, please leave me a comment, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell. That would be great. Okay, so what I'm going to start with, I'm going to give you two rules. Two very simple rules. The first one is the last letter, don't pronounce it. For example, I'll give an example in English, not for a last letter, but for a first letter. When you pronounce the word knife, it is knife. It is spelt with a K, but you don't pronounce the K. So it is not pronounced knife, it is pronounced knife. Same with psychology. It is written with a P, but you don't pronounce the P, you say psychology, not psychology. So in French, I'll give you an example. Okay, you'll have to forgive me. This is the only way I can come up with doing this. It's using my tablet. Okay, so you see here, you have Yves Saint Laurent. You have Yves, which is Y-E-V-S. You do not pronounce the S. It is Yves. Saint, I know in English you say saint, but in French you do not say the T, it is Saint. And then again for Laurent, you do not pronounce the T at the end, it is Laurent. So that is one. Here's one. I'm assuming this gentleman is also French, but here, this is essentially the only product I have. So here you've got Kevin Aucoin. It is not Kevin Aucoin, it is Kevin Aucoin. Just like a duck, quack, quack. So you've got that. So essentially that is a fairly simple 95% of the time rule. Do not pronounce the last letter. Simple as that. Now, what was the other rule that I wanted to mention? Oh, yes, I'm looking for one right now. I just realized I do have something. Okay. Here is my Ciate London. You see here, the E has an accent on it. This angle of an accent is to make it pronounced as A. Simple as that. Like you've got Ace Beauté, and now you've got Ciate. That is easy peasy. The reason I had to go get this is because if you look on this website, they have the names like Touche Éclat, but it is a capital E, and in capitals you do not have to put the accent. So I couldn't show you that way. So you've got, I hope you can see this. Touche Éclat le teint. You do not pronounce the T. So E-I-N is un. Just pretend the E is not there either. I know, French is so beyond complicated. Trust me, I know. I'm French and I have a hard time. When I was in elementary school, and I think it was the 3rd or 4th grade, we started learning how to speak English at school, because I did 3/4, if not more, of my schooling in French, even did some of my university classes in French. And I'm telling you, French is not easy. And that's coming from a French person who started learning English, like, yes, young, but not from birth. So here's another, okay, this one here. This is encre de peau mini cushion. But encre de peau rouge pure, couture rouge. Let's see. Ah, here's another one for you. The color white. White is blanc. B-L-A-N-C. A lot of people say blanc. You don't pronounce the C. It's B-L-A-N. Pretend the C isn't there. So it's blanc. I know, it is so complicated. But if you keep that one rule where you do not pronounce the last letter, you should be amazing. Amazing. That one rule will probably change your lives in pronunciation. I'm trying to, okay. So that was Yves Saint Laurent. I am going to the lookfantastic.ca website, where they have a lot of brands, like Chantecaille. I know that the aïe is not a very easy sound for the non-French to pronounce, because they're not used to that sound. But that's okay. It's like, that's just plain old simply okay. Come on. Give it to me. Oh, let me see. What kind of other... Caudalie. Caudalie has an E on the end. That denotes the feminine. More grammar nonsense. Oh, Camille Rose. That's the name. I'm not going to click on it because we're going to go into however long it takes. But that's another French brand. Let me see here. So you've got the E accent, which is A, as in Ciaté, Ace Beauté. That one rule. And then you've got the other rule, which is do not pronounce the last name. Why am I having a hard time finding names in here? Okay, I'm going to stop that. So as long as you've got those two rules, chances are you're good. You're absolutely good. I do have one pet peeve though, and that is with the color mauve. All non-francophones pronounce it mauve. Jen Phelps jumps between the two. She's brilliant. She will sometimes say mauve and then bounces back to mauve. And just, Jen, if you ever get to see this, stick with mauve. But so, those two rules, you are golden. Absolutely golden. Honestly, that's all you need. If any of you out there in the YouTube's land or on the internets have names that you are not sure how to pronounce, write them in the comment for me. I will make a list of all of them. Hopefully there'll be lots. And I will take them one by one for everybody and pronounce them for you. Thank you so much once again for joining me in one of my videos. This one's a little odd, I know, probably very, very boring, but that's French. Please leave me a comment, like my video, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell. À bientôt.